Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Miss Criticizer 2021. Hope you all are doing well. And yeah, the family of Chantel season 4 episode, I believe this is episode 5 already, either episode 4 or 5. I'm sorry guys. It's been a long day. But yeah, the episode starts with Winter and Chantel meeting up at the supplement store. Of course, as you all know, Winter had weight loss surgery, and so Chantel's expertise is in this when it comes to the upkeep, maintaining of the patients and also their diet. So of course Chantel is yeah, she's providing like what she needs to provide to Winter. So of course they talk about everything. They talk about love life. Winter said, "Child, I did not have time for that Misoma. All he kept doing was demanding stuff left and right. And I ain't no sugar mama." She said, "That's right." And Chantel said that date around. Get to know guys. You're still young. You're about to lose weight. Enjoy your life. And she said, "You know what? That's also what I'm about to do." And I didn't know that Winter was a virgin, because she said 7 years I haven't given myself to jaw or whatever. And I said, whoa. Wow, 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 wow. I congratulate her. Seriously. And she wants to give it to the right person. So I said, okay, no problem. And so Chantel now is trying to give advice, like relationship advice. And I feel like in a way it's kind of projecting, because it feels like she's giving herself that advice from many years ago. Things like, you know what, don't focus on looks, because looks cannot get you anywhere in a relationship. Look at how he treats you. He should treat you right. It's not about all those things. Even though, yes, I was married to Pedro. Pedro was such a good looking guy, but it was his heart that I felt for. And I said, Like I said, I don't know what Chantel ever saw in Pedro, but it's okay. It's all good. Yeah, so also like I said, it seems like she's just reflecting on the things that, you know, she and Pedro, they've gone through, but then all of a sudden he has changed, you know. It's really, really crazy. So the next scene, for some of you that care, Alejandro is now in the Dominican Republic, and he barged in on Nicole's place of work without her knowledge. Of course she's pissed, she's shouting, and I said this is so unprofessional, but I guess TLC had to pay for the set and everything to organize it there, because that's just unprofessional. Nobody is ever going to barge into my place of work and then we're going to have a lover's quarrel. Hell no. So she's angry. She's like, "Oh my God, my mom will never forgive what you did to me, and all those things that you were doing. You were controlling me, you were monitoring me, this blah 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 and all that." And I said, "Nicole, you're doing all this shouting. At the end of the day, you're still going to get back with him. Like, we already know it. We know how it is. It is what it is, yeah?" So during that, afterwards, Alejandro, of course, spoke to Coraima, who is Nicole's best friend, and he wants to win her back. He tells her the issues that they went through. So Coraima said, "Well, we've heard that you are the one that's talking to other women. You're controlling her. She's not allowed to talk to certain people, this and that." And he said, "But she's doing the same thing too. We're in a toxic love relationship. She's also going through my things, snooping through my following list, and just out here being controlling. It's not only on my end." And so Coraima said, "Well, you know, she hardly shows emotions, but she was crying over you. She misses you." And he said, "Well, you know what? Let's just organize something and allow me to talk to her." And she said, "Okay, no problem." Now I'm going to complete Alejandro and Nicole's scene so that I can get to Chantel and Pedro. So of course Coraima, she tells Nicole about Alejandro and that they spoke, and she said, "Listen," she says, she doesn't want to have anything to do with him. She has given him many chances. She's done. And I said, "Okay, no problem, that's it." Now, Pedro is at work. Yeah, he's bragging about his wonderful American dream that he has always wanted. He finally has his dream job. He finally is driving his car. He feels like he finally also bought a house. He just has his vision. He said in many more years to come, this is what I want to be. And I said, okay, that's good. That's a good ambition. And he always keeps emphasizing on how Chantel is not happy about his progress, about his success, things like that. And I'm like, come on, Pedro. Pedro, you're really poisoned in the head. I'm not gonna lie. And he's always bragging about how he has always helped support her financially while she was doing her nursing degree and while he was working many hours, this and that. And I'm like, but is that not what a man is supposed to do? Like, why are you complaining? Are you forgetting about the time when Chantel had to pay for you to come to America? You think it's cheap for your visa, for your upkeep? Usually when they just come, usually when the immigrants just come to the West, it's not like they get the job immediately. So Chantel had to also, she had to provide. That's just how it is. So it's a win-win. At the end of the day, she's your wife. That's just how things are. So why are you complaining about these things? Dude, you're even on a reality show. That's also thanks to Chantel. You would not have known about this show if it wasn't because of Chantel. She put you and your family on this show. So what the hell are you talking about? Of course, a colleague comes in and she doesn't have her car. How convenient. And he said, oh, I'm going to drop you home, blah, 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 this and that. So he said that intentionally he tries to get home late to avoid Chantel, or he just wants to stay up at work, or he goes to do other things, anything that's work related, so that he doesn't have to face Chantel. And I said, gosh, this is so toxic. So they finally show Chantel and she's so frustrated. She's home on her day off. She's like, Pedro always comes late. This is so depressing. It's so frustrating. When she asks him, where have you been? This man basically tells her, it's none of your damn business. It's none of your business. And she's like, what is going on? This is not the man that I fell in love with. He has changed. He has become so rude, disrespectful. He has become so dismissive. And she feels like he acts like he's single. And the communication is really bad. Pedro comes home to a messy home. No. Dirty laundry everywhere, dirty dishes, you name it, everywhere. And as usual, he calls her out for not doing the house chores. He said he is tired, for not doing the house chores. And she has reached her breaking point and she said, you know what, I'm sick and tired of the way you keep treating me. Pedro feels like she's lazy because she works part-time. And there's no excuse for her to be this lazy. That she doesn't do anything, she doesn't do cleaning, cooking, blah, 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 all that. And in Chantel's defense, what she is saying, she's doing back-to-back shifts on those 3 days. So it's very intense. She wants to take those other days to rest. Granted, we're all human. There's nothing wrong with that. So you can see that their fight gets heated. He keeps calling her lazy. And they just keep digging and digging. And Pedro said, this is not the Chantel I know, because Chantel and I, we had a vision. We were going to grind together, work hard together, make that money together. Now it seems like she's just so lazy. There's no motivation. She's just there. There's no attractiveness. I don't feel attracted to her anymore. Like I said, she feels disrespected. And she also brings out several occasions when he would come home late. She basically saying that he cheated. He would come home at 3 a.m. without his car, no proper explanation, and it has just gone so far. She even threw jab saying that, you are trying to, you're actually being the people that you don't want to be. You're almost exactly like your father. Exactly how your father was treating your mom and having disrespect for women, that's exactly how you're going to be. And that hit him deep. They were going far, and she just said that, what is it? What is it? Are you using this domestic chores as an excuse? Because I don't understand it. Just tell me you don't love me anymore. Tell me you don't love me. And you could really see in Chantel's eyes that she has reached her breaking point. She's so fed up of how he keeps treating her. And this is not even scripted. At first when I heard it, I thought it was scripted. No, it is not scripted. As some of you know, and you've seen my video, Pedro has filed for divorce. They're in the process of divorce. And they both put restraining order on both of them. It's sad, you know, after 7 years of marriage. That's just awful. So of course Chantel, she's so frustrated. She goes to River's place, her younger brother. She crashed the night there. She's not really going deep into details on what happened between them, and I give Chantel that for not telling her marital issues to outsiders, unlike Pedro, who always keeps doing that to his family. So of course River feels like there's something not right. So what does River do? River visits his parents. He snitches to them, and Karen said hell no. We know Karen carries the pants in that marriage. She said hell no. In no way should Pedro be treating my daughter like that. Because of what? Domestic chores. Is this the 60s? Is this the 70s? Even River said that, you know, I don't know Chantel to be a dirty person. She's always clean. We've never seen that side of her. And I'm like, but River, come on. Usually when people visit other people's home, they try to make sure that everything is clean on that day. You don't live with them to know how they actually are. That's the thing. When they visit you, it's a different thing. People present their best self. It's unless you live with them before you see it. So yeah, that's the thing. So of course, as usual, Karen always wants to interfere with everything. River said he got this. Let him talk to Pedro man to man. As usual, Karen should just back off for a while. Come on, man. Like, even this kind of conversation, let Chantel's father even have it. It's not really in your place. I'm just saying man to man. That's it. I don't know, it's just going to make it worse. But that's how the episode ends. Like, I want to say, it's kind of sad to see this. I feel so bad for Chantel. I feel bad for her breaking like this. He broke her. And, you know, people change. It's always nice and sweet. Marriage comes with highs and lows, but it's up to you guys to resolve it. The way Pedro thinks that he can resolve it is very immature. You're giving her the silent treatment. You're intentionally coming home late just to avoid her. That hurts. That really hurts deep. And you can see that Chantel has been trying and trying, but for her to reach her breaking point and be that angry, it has really gotten to her. Okay, I understand, granted, when it comes to house chores and everything. Okay, it's a both ways street. It's all about communicating, yeah? Some people, what they do is they mess up everything and then they take their rest. Maybe in the evening, she was planning on getting everything cleaned. That's how some people are. They feel like, okay, when I want to do everything, keep everything clean, let me just take 1 hour or 2 hours to do it all at once. Piling it up. I mean, everybody is different. I cannot judge, you know. Maybe that was a turn off to Pedro. It was never like that. Or he felt like it has been that for ages and she would change. But communicate this. People need to communicate, or at least go to therapy. Because this is so unhealthy. I don't understand how it got to this point. You know, and there's no, I don't know. I don't see it working. I wish Chantel the best. Pedro, I don't know if he feels this is his American dream and he has finally arrived and he forgotten about Chantel, or he feels that she's jealous of his success. He's got another thing coming. That sounds so bitter. Seriously. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.